Hello. What I decided to do today, this is almost a week after I beat the game, and I decided to make a tier list of every mon that I had. This isn't necessarily going to be their contribution to the run, but more so how good I thought the mon was while using it. And so, for an example, like, I caught, Laddie. Latios near the end of the run. I think it's really good, but it didn't contribute that much. So I'll be ranking off how good it felt to use, like how strong I thought the Pokemon is. And so we'll start. I will be talking about the contributions to the run though. I just won't be ranking on it. Just to provide like context. So first we have Ape. These are in counter order by the way. So we have Ape. Um, Best starter in the game in my opinion. He had the highest kills in my run at 215 frags. And this was he was a consistent fragger whoops, throughout the whole run. And he's a mix attacker that's actually good for once. And I think the main reason why Ape is good is because his moveset's very strong and his typing's really good. Fire and fighting are amazing typings. Fighting is especially strong in this game. I'll talk more about other types I think are strong later, but yeah, I think fighting's a very strong typing, and you get CC, the best fighting move in the game. So, and fake out, like Ape killed, like all the sturdy mons are like types that are either weak to fire or fighting. Ape just made that super easy. So all those cheese ass leads Ape could just deal with. It's fast, it's strong, it has a decent defensive profile. He was just really good. S tier. Next we have Masquerain. Masquerain's really strong early game, especially in Brawly Split. I don't think I probably would have wiped a Brawly if I didn't have it. And all around, it's an Intimidate user. And more importantly, it's Intimidate user with a 4x resistance to fighting. That is so incredibly strong to have. Even if the fighting type had coverage, you can switch in Masquerain as a pivot to drop an Intim and beta move you want while taking like 0 damage from the fighting type move. Brawly's like you can just watch any Brawly fly with Masquerain and get the idea. It's pretty good mon. Mine personally died to Fisherman Kai right after Wind Straight Veto on the way to Meteor Falls. I fucked up a planning and I just had to sack it. If this mon falls off a cliff, does it get... It can't get sticky web, so you have to delay Surskit, which I've never done. So, I'm going to put this strong B-. I will try to rank the tiers. Diggersby, F. This mon sucks ass. It just doesn't have the stats to do anything. Yeah, like these stats are absolutely appalling. It yeah, it doesn't do anything. F tier. Arcanine S. For a similar reason as Ape, it's a very strong mix of attacker and it's fast enough to make it work. Just like Fire and Fighting, Fire and Rock's another amazing typing, both offensive and defensive. Hammy was a consistent presence throughout the whole run, and it fragged throughout the whole run. Even on Victory Road Split, it was getting kills. It's great for Flannery, obviously. It's almost a foolproof strat if you have Hisui and Arcanine. And Rockhead, so you can use it strong. You can use this Flare Blitz without any punishment. It's absolutely stupid. I'm personally not a head smash enjoyer. I don't think I ever clicked a move in the run that had a chance to miss. And so even if it gets CC by the way, insane coverage. Extreme Speed's a great priority move. 80 base power priority move off this attack stat is great, even if it's not stab. And yeah, my strongest rock type move being Rock Slide, I felt like that was enough. And This mod just did a lot, and I think it's very good. S tier. LD. LD's an ability merchant. Countdown's really good. Um, it falls off, and you pretty much only use it for cotton down. But the ability alone, speed control is so important. Speed's the most important stat in the game, in my opinion. LD's B. Or I should say cotton down's B. Zatu? Zatu didn't really do that much, if I'm being honest. After Brawl, he got 8 frags in Brawly split, and then it was 1-1-1-3 in Flannery split, and it died to yeah, Maxi 1. It didn't. It's. I think Psychic's not a good type in this game. Psychic just doesn't do him enough. Zatu didn't really contribute much. I didn't find a scenario where U-turn pivoting with it or tailwinding with it was good. At least I think I had tailwind on it. Or I think it gets tailwind by the time I had it. No, I stand corrected. Yeah, I never found a chance to U-turn. I probably defogged once. It's not really tanky enough to roost. HP's too low. Defenses are too low. It's not a good staller with roost. It's just not that great. D. B? This guy's game warping. Yeah, B the second most kills in the run. Oh, and I'll be right back. Alright, yeah. B is a game warping mon. It's specifically, obviously I'm talking about Mega B drill. It has like min-maxed. And when you know what the AI is going to do, you can find opportunities to switch in a min-max mon, so it's not even really punished by having the low defense or special defense, since you just play around it. Adaptability, 150 attack, stab moves, or you have to stab use adaptability. Yeah, 150 attack adaptability is absolutely insane. I've never found it getting outsped by anything, really. Mine was neutral speed nature. It was adamant as I think I switched nature to adamant from neutral. And I think I speed scaled it, and U-turn scaled it. It was something like that. I forgot what. Anyway, this mod was worth every scale I put into it. Particularly, why I think it's game warping is because of tempo. I think tempo in this game is so important, and being able to kill all these different things with U-turn to get a free switch in to set up the line how you want it is like absolutely insane. It made Hellrooms a lot easier. And like for example, the U-turn kills Drake's Latios. The U-turn kills every Hydreigon in the game. Or not Drake. Sorry. Tate and Liza's Latios or Latios, and yeah, it farms everything. Leech Life lets you heal back up, which helps your baiting. U-turn is the best move you can have on it. One of the best moves in the game. And what else do I have? Drill Run, wherever that's at on here. Where the hell's Drill Run? Yeah, Crazy Stab. Or not Crazy Coverage, sorry. And yeah, it just did. It did it all. B, straight S tier. It had 175 frags compared to Ape's 215. But on average, once you get the B drill Megastone, it outfrags Ape, picking up a whopping 68 kills in Tate and Liza split, and even 39 on Victory Road split. It's powerful throughout the whole game. Fantastic. Hitmonlee. I feel like this guy's a good C-mon. He's a very strong early game, especially in a Brawly and Roxanne split, and Watson split even. It's a early fake out guy, and it's just a strong fighting type. There's really not much to say about it. It falls off eventually. It gets one shot by everything, every physical attacker in the game. I didn't find myself using it much besides to fake out, and I sacked it on Victory Road. Kingdra. And I'll preface this by saying mine was not Swift Swim. It was Sniper, which does hurt it a little bit. Kingdra's okay. I mean, its stats are nothing to write home about. The most important component of Kingdra I found is that having a 4 times resistance to water. You'll find some cheese water spout users in this game, and having Kingdra like gives you a free switch pretty much in a bait, a not water spout move. And yeah, that was definitely the biggest plus of Kingdra. Where did I sack it? I sacked it to 123 optionals at the very end of the game. It made it that far. I got it in. Where did I get this? I got it outside Dewford. It's pretty good. I don't think it's good enough for B tier since it was too niche. It's just great at soaking water type moves. Walrein. I actually like Walrein a lot. I thought Walrein was really, really useful. Like, surprisingly so. It was beefy. It could super fang stuff. So it helped to win a lot of 1v1s as long as it had a strong defensive profile into the enemy mon. I think it came to what's it called? Winstitute Shelly. Yeah, Walrein actually had a special place in my heart. I really enjoyed using it throughout the game. I don't know if I can put it higher than C. It's better than these two. Actually, is it better than? I should be ordering these by usefulness. Okay, yeah. I don't know if it's better than Kingdra. No, I'm gonna say no. But I like Walrein a lot. There's a strong gap between Walrein and Hitmonlee. Next is Dreadnought. Mine was not shell armor, mine was strong jaw and also had a monster tag nature, so it didn't feel that great to use. Yeah, I didn't think Dreadnought was that great. I got it. Yeah, just probably had to do with mine being bad IVs in nature. And yeah, let's see. Floatzel, I don't have much to write home about Floatzel. It died to the double battle on Noivern split with the Crobat Crabominable lead. It gets fake out. That's pretty much it. It's not that great. I'll put Floatzel in D. Just new. Bolton. Mine was minus speed. I remember that, and I still found it being fast enough to be useful. I had a previous run where my Bolton did absolutely fucking nothing, and so I was super disappointed when I got it instead of a static mon to like fish for Togi. But it actually changed my opinion of it throughout the run. It didn't have many kills, it had 26 throughout the whole run, but it fragged 4 on Wand Split in erratic weather, so I gotta give it some credit there. It's Strong Jaw Thunderfang, it gets Psychic Fang coverage. Bolton actually wasn't too bad. It's another middle of the pack guy. I'll put it right there. Togi S. I know we're skipping A, but this is just how it worked out. The double battle goat, fake out spiky shield. I scaled U-turn on it for Hellroom, so I had U-turn shenanigans with it as well. Just helped me get more chip and stuff on some battles. Yeah. Togi is there's not much to say. It's just the doubles goat. Makes every double battle so much easier. It has an immunity. Great at baiting ground type moves. Fake out, Iron Barb, Spiky Shield, chip. Set up like back and forth pivots to get free chip on stuff. It's just really good. Togi's straight S tier. It's better than Arcanine. It might be better than Ape. No. This is a good spot for Togi. Carnivine, D. Mine actually came in clutch a few times on Norman Split. I'm pretty sure I risked like a bunch of shit on Watson Split. I risked like a bunch of shit on the Emolga double battle and it pulled through. It got sacked to Norman. It did its job. Not much to write home about. It doesn't scale well into the game. I was okay with sacking it, yeah. Hariyama, B tier. This guy died to a Norman gym trainer on accident. It got crit or something. I think it was on the Buffalant. But yeah, I know the potential of this mon. Mine was Guts, I think. I actually don't remember. But yeah, Hariyama, I know it has potential to be good. I've had it before and it was really good. It's pretty strong. It's great into the trick room battles, or it's great on Pyre, I think, and it's really, really good on Space Tag, which was a battle I struggled with and risked the run on. So yeah, I think this mine died prematurely, but I felt like it was great, or I felt like it has potential to be B tier. Huntail F. Every time I've gotten this guy, I would pretty much sack it to Roxanne Shell. Happened this time too. It's an early diver, but I didn't need the early dive. It died at 2 shell as well, so it's not like I had an option. It's whatever. Gliscor. This is the one I really, really wanted to take to the E4. I really, really tried to make it work. Couldn't figure it out. Throughout the run, Gliscor is great. Its typing is really good. This is time to talk about another typing. I think just like fighting, ground is one of the premier typings in this game. Ground is so strong. I mean, if you're familiar with like Smogon singles, like OU or whatever, you know how good of a typing ground is. The Thunder immunity, it has Earthquake, great. Great move. It gets knockoff, U-turn, fly. Pretty solid move set. It walls Haluchas, which is one of the most like troubling mons ever. It does well in the Blazikins as well, just another annoying ass mon. Uh, Mine had pretty good stats as well, like IV's nature. It did a lot. It started to fall off after Tate and Liza split, but I have to respect what I did before that. It's at the top of V. Nidoking F. Nidoking's a mon that sounds good in theory. You don't get sheer force on it though. It's alright on. It does some stuff. It got like 4 kills on Watson split. I think it was a Nidoran at that time. It got 6 on Flannery split, and then after that, a steep fall off. 1 on Winona, 0 Tainliza, 0 Juan, and I sacked it to C4 Cavern Archie. Hold on, I just noticed a mistake in my doc. In my kill sheet. And C4 Cavern Archie. Yeah, it's just not good. Doesn't do enough damage to anything. It's not defensively strong enough. I never found myself fitting it into a line. It's spread too thin. Yeah, its moveset's not that great. I found myself using like an elemental punch on it, and then earthquake, poison jab, and then yeah. If you're using a scale on Nidoking, if you use this scale for superpower on Nidoking, you're already fucked up, or your run's already over. So, all right, we have you, Ampharos. You were also pretty middling. I'll put you here. Mega Ampharos always sounds better than it actually is for me. I've had a couple times. It was less useful this time than my personal best run before my winning run. Yeah, it only got 22 kills. I just never found myself needing it. I don't know what else to say. It doesn't get Draco, so it's Dragon type. It was when a Dragon type struggles to kill other Dragon types, it automatically becomes so much worse. And Ampharos with Dragon Pulse, I didn't have like a special attack boosting nature or anything, so it just couldn't cut it. It's also 4 times distance to water, but I found a lot of the times when I needed it, it was rain battles, and sending regular Ampharos into rain boosted water type move just wasn't good enough. Because I was dead from like crits or like crit into crit after I'm like, if I come on a crit, I was dead to another crit after I mega'd. Things like that. So yeah, let's see. It doesn't give many good supporting options either. Like, let's check it out. Yeah, I had Thunderbolt or Thunder, Dragon Pulse, Power Gem. That's a good move. I'll touch more on that later. And I think I kept Discharge for doubles, maybe? I forgot my last move was. Regardless, Ampharos is a little underwhelming. Avalugg. This guy's A. I had it. I was attached to this. Hmm. No, if Gliscorp's not A, I might move Gliscorp to A later. I think you're worse than LD actually. I'll move these around. Like these guys could end up being A, something like that. Avalug, definition of min-maxed. Like look at this. And Ice Type's a great offensive typing. And Avalug beats any physical mon it has a strong type of matchup into. It's as simple as that. I found it very useful. I liked it a lot. The abilities don't even matter on it. I think it had tempo. Never came into play. I think this mon's quite good at what it does. That's a great way to put it. It's very niche and it's good at what it does. Solid B tier mon. I was sad to see it go to Magma Hideout Maxi. Flygon. I want to put you in F so bad. Bomb of D. I had this mon forever. It hardly did anything. 13 kills throughout the whole run. Its most useful contribution was tailwinding for Maxi fight. Very disappointing mon. I believe it's because it suffers from the Hoenn special. Like, what the hell is this? Ass stat distribution. It's just not good. I never found myself using Draco on it over any other mon with Draco. U-turn, I couldn't even find it. U-turn wasn't even useful because it did nothing else in the battle. Yeah, it's just ass. If I wanted to bait an Ice type move and U-turn out, I just used Gliscor, which was a better mon. Yeah, Flygon, you're not good. Crocodile, first A guy. My Crocodile was really good. It was plus attack nature with good speed IVs. Intimidate, its knockoff does a lot of damage. Knockoff, obviously a very strong move. I was very happy with what I managed to do throughout the run. It got 65 kills, nothing to scoff at. Yeah. It has really cool scale moves. I didn't use any, but show for that. What did I use on it? Knockoff, Crunch, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. Yeah, it was a very strong, like I mentioned, ground type's an amazing typing. It was a very strong ground type, therefore it got used a lot. Dark type, okay. Switching to a third point, I think the last of the top three types, not in any order, is Dark type. I think Dark type is very, very strong as well. And it's a strong Dark type, and ground type mon intimidates, as we know, is always a great ability. Not as great in this game as some other games because you're ideally you're ideally aware of every single crit, and so if you want to intim something, it can be unreliable because you're always risking a crit. But I mean, still good ability. And Crocodile, it was fast, it was strong with great typing. Picked up a lot of kills throughout the run. 2 immunities, solid A tier guy. Rampardos, we're going to F. I'm even putting you below Neo King. Disgusting mon. It did absolutely nothing. And I sacked it to 1. Like, look, you're like, oh my god, this is so high. Even with the scarf, it just wasn't fast enough for anything. It picked up 4 kills the whole run. 2 in Fenrir split, 1 in Tantalizer, 1 in Wand split. On an erratic weather trainer, I believe it was the Araquanard lead. Araquanid, whatever that mon's called. Yeah, Rampardos is ass. It, yeah. I don't use any inaccurate rock type moves. I couldn't extract the full value of the mon because I didn't want to miss anything. And it was too slow and too frail to take advantage of the attack stat. It's just a potential mon. It sucked. F. Wheezing. Galarian Wheezing specifically. My normal Wheezing didn't do much. Another solid. It's going B tier just because it's fairy typing alone. It was my longest fairy type for a while. Dragon type immunity's goated. It It's not very strong fairy type, but did enough. And yeah, I put the default TM on this as C4 Cavern to help against the Swampert Trader. It has Page Split. Sorry, excuse me. A mistake I made was not having a Will-O-Wisp on this thing. That was just a skill issue by me. I don't know how I didn't have it. I ran Sledge Bomb, Paint Split, Strange Steam, and I think I kept like Explosion for some reason until I replaced it with default. It was something like that. Will-O-Wisp would have made this mod a lot better. That was a mistake by me. But even then, just being a fairy type made it really good. It has Levitate, another double immunity mon. And yeah, very solid. By very solid, I mean very slightly above average. It did what I needed to do and I brought it to battles. Scyther's actually quite good as well. I'll put Scyther here. I pulled it. I'm pretty sure there might be only one place to pull this mon. It was fuck, what's that mon village called? So I'm trying to think. Fall Arbor. Yes, I got it at Fall Arbor Town. Strong dual wing beat guy. And it's pretty fast too. Mine had good like IVs. Yeah, it was just really strong flying type. Most of the time I found myself using dual wing beat or acrobatics more so than its bug type moves. But there's dual wing beat's a really good move in this game. There are some things that I like to think of as dual wing beat checks, where the mon's a huge pain in the ass if you don't have dual wing beat to break a sash or whatever. And yeah, I was happy with Scyther. Didn't do anything crazy, but once again, 4x fighting resist. It's good. It has a 4 times weakness, so it's good at baiting. And strong physical attacker. It found a lot of kills. Scullipede, my unique champ mon. So throughout the run, I brought to the E4, but if you watched the E4, it only clicked 2 moves and died. It did what I needed to do to be fair. But yeah, throughout the run, Scullipede had 7 frags, and like 5 or 6 of those were on Wobbuffets. It was my only toxic mon, and so it was the only mon I had that could reliably kill Wobbuffets until Mega Beedrill was online. Which Mega Beedrill killed a couple. But even then, you don't want to switch Mega Beedrill into a Destiny Bond, because then you're like, what do I do now? It dies. That's what would happen. So Scullipede was responsible for the Wobbuffets throughout the run. That's pretty much all it did, if I'm being honest. I think it killed a Persian, maybe, in a Aqua Hideout. But yeah. This was my Desert Underpass encounter. I sacked it to Glacier on the E4. It's a champed mon. Scullipede, you did it, but throughout the run, you did not do much. You did exactly what I needed you to. You were also niche. My Scullipede stats are absolutely horrendous, by the way. So maybe it's an IV dependent mon. I'm pretty sure my nature is ass too. But yeah. It's actually good that my Scullipede was slow because it sped tied my Urshifu and Phoebe's Lunala, which is the reason I could use it in the E4. So I guess it did that. And yeah, it's super niche. More niche than Avalugg, so got less usage, got less kills. It was just my Wobbuffet counter. And it did that well enough. Staraptor. You are very underwhelming. You're also probably D tier. Staraptor just doesn't do enough. A lot of its moves have recoil. It's not tanky whatsoever. Like the same thing I mentioned before with Intimidate, you don't really want to rely on it in case you get crit. Its moves have recoil, made planning difficult. It has Tailwind, which is great. Another dual wing beat user, but it was just slower than my Scyther. So I ended up using Scyther a lot of the time. I'm pretty sure mine was minus speed nature, which really hurts it a lot. I didn't find Staraptor to be that useful, and wasn't a huge contributor to the run. 12 frags throughout the run. After Tane, it only got 1 on Juan split and none after that. And not that great. And mine was plus attack too, I believe. Next we have Pyroar. You're F. To be fair on this run, I got it right before Tabitha 1, sacked it to Tabitha 1. But I've used it before. It's just not great. Let me see. Yeah, it's weak. Its ability's not that useful. I just didn't find that mon being that good. But I think it's better than these F tier shitters. We'll put it at the top of D. Camel! I have a soft spot for Camerupt. I just like that mon a lot. But overall, throughout the run, it's not that great. I think I have to go D here. I think it's top of D. It's really good on that Tane Liza double battle. I'll give it that. The one in the gym, the trick room battle in the gym. I didn't bring it to my E4. I know it has a lot of potential on E4. Glacia gets sheer force as its mega evolution, but once again it's really, really slow. It doesn't do that much. It's a cutie, but Camerupt didn't contribute that much. B or D. Lycanroc. I think this one's pretty good. We'll put the bottom of B. Mine had, like, this is the Tough Claws variant. Mine was also plus speed, I think. Or at the very least had great speed IVs. A Cellrock. It gets Tough Claws high horsepower. So you can almost think of it as having a stab boost. Rock Slide didn't get the boost from Tough Claws, which really hurt. But yeah, this mod did a lot. It found a lot of kills. I believe mine was Jolly, actually. And yeah, I enjoyed using it. I had to sack it to Magma Hideout Tabitha, but it cooked on that fight. It was the only reason I was able. It opened up that fight. It was really, really useful. It was a shame to see it go. But by the time I had it for a short time, and I think it was B. I think it came to Winona as well. Yeah, Scolipede also came to Winona, which is weird. But yeah, Turtonator. This is another niche guy. Shell Armor, it just comes in a blast something with Overheat or Draco. That's a really, really unique defensive profiling, which made it quite useful in some scenarios. All in all, though, it was not that. I think you're worse than Walrein, actually. These two are pretty much equal. You're better than those two. Yeah, right here, I don't really have much to say on it. It came to some fights. 14 kills throughout the run, yada, yada, yada. Sceptile. Controversial pick. But it's only hitting top of C. My Sceptile was minus speed, single digit speed IVs. It hurt me so much. It's a mon that's meant to be fast. It's because it's super frail, and it just couldn't do what I needed to do. So really limited where I could use it. My box suffered from not having a grass type for the whole run, pretty much. A strong grass type, that is. It was getting carried by Hisui and Electrode. And that's a huge reason for this is because Sceptile just wasn't fast enough. But yeah, Overgrowth strats is what I used it for a lot. And then heal with Giga Drain to help bait like something reliably. I didn't have Leaf Storm on it because I'm stupid. Why didn't I have Leaf Storm? Why did I do that? It's because I went for Protect or Detect and I didn't scale Leaf Storm. Yeah, that's what it was. I never scaled Leaf Storm. And partially because Sceptile was so slow, I didn't want to use a scale on him on that wouldn't get its maximum value. And yeah, I was really just there's so many times in this run where I would check Sceptile's speed and be like, can't use it because it's fucking slow. Gyarados actually didn't do that much this run. I had it before and it did a lot more. Mine just didn't really have a use in my box. A lot of its roles were covered by other mons. Or at least I assume that's why I wasn't using very much. I had much stronger physical attackers than Gyarados. Um, yeah, it killed some Blazikens. It only had 10 frags throughout the run, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, I don't have much to say on Gyarados. It's a C tier mon, very average. Overquill, you're F. Overquill sucks. Both times I had it, it was bold nature. It's the worst poison dark type you get in the game. It's just used for Pyre Boom. Yeah, there's not much to say. It's just not good. Barraskewda, A. The premier physical water type, unless you're counting Rapid Strike Urshifu. It's really fast. It's really good. It's IV dependent. Or can be. Luckily, mine had good IVs. It gets flip turn, which pivot moves are crazy in this game. You need the tempo, and it's strong enough to get kills with it. It loves having a choice band. It does a lot with the choice band. It has CC, Crunch, Flip Turn, Liquidation, which is great coverage. It's fast and it's strong. It's like a baby Beedrill, pretty much. A baby water type Beedrill. Yeah, like, you see the similarity in stats. It gets Swift Swim, so it's the fastest thing during rain battles. And yeah, just very strong. It's A tier mon. Not much to say. Muck. Muck is Overquill's father. He's so much better. Muck's great. I'm always disappointed I have to sacrifice it to Pyre Boom. I don't know if it's... Yeah, I think it's B. It's a much better Poison Dark type. It's stronger. It has better moves. Whenever there's an opportunity to use Overquill, Muck just did it better. It only got 4 kills this run. It did a lot more in previous runs when I had it. But yeah, it's sad that I have to sack. I'm too lazy and not good enough to come up with a great Pyre strat, so I always just boom. And that's what happened this time. It was sad to see it go, but I think Muck's quite strong. Corv. I'm actually gonna put Corv here. Partially because I hear Corviknight's so good. It only picked up 4 frags and when known to split 0 and 10 lives before it died to Lily Cove Rival. It got crit parried, and I couldn't recover the line, so it had to go. And I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, I don't really remember much about it. I'm putting it here because I know a lot of people really like Corviknight, so it has to be good. I just can't speak on that. Greninja. Sceptile V2, you fucking bum. Except, unlike Sceptile, it's good enough to go up here. Probably here. I hate putting Sceptile so high. I think you better... No. Okay. My Sceptile was also minus speed nature, single digit speed IV. And the exact same reason as Sceptile, or the exact situation as Sceptile, where I hate on Sceptile, is just too frail. It needs to be fast. It's super dependent on speed, and just didn't have it. There are so many scenarios, just like Sceptile, where I couldn't use it because it was too slow, which made it useless. But unlike Sceptile, its typing's better, much better. These are the reasons to make it better than Sceptile. 1, its typing's better. And 2, it gets Fling. And you can just fling King's Rock to flinch, although I couldn't do that as often as I wanted because it's slow. But I still found myself doing that from time to time. So yeah, Greninja, less kills than Sceptile, but I did find it more useful just for pivoting and things like that. And yeah, I've had, on my previous personal best, my Greninja was very good. And if I had that one, it'd be an A tier. Like, about, probably, maybe top of A. But this run really killed my opinion of it. It's too IV dependent. And so it didn't feel too strong this run. It's going right there. Trode. A. Very unique typing. Pretty strong typing. It carried the, like, my box is a bunch of bum grass types. It carried them. Volt Switch Pivotmon. It's great for Bridge Rival. Had 44 kills this run, almost as much as Barraskewda. My IVs weren't the best on it, they weren't the worst, and yeah, it did what I needed it to. It's one of the fastest mons you're gonna get in the game. It could take out Gyarados reliably. It was really good with choice specs. It sucks that it doesn't really have a good ability, but once again, fast pivot mon means you're a good mon. So it's going in A tier. Uh, Altaria didn't do that much this run. I'm putting it. It only had 11 kills. I'm putting it here only because it's a fairy type, and it's very good at baiting dragon types by mega evolving. I used my facade team on this because I thought it helped with the Pyro Gauntlet. Sadly, I didn't use too much. I didn't use too much besides that. It also beats Bat. Those are the two things it's really good at. And yeah, well, like I said, only 11 kills this whole run. 8 on Tantalizes, 3 on 1, and nothing after that. But still, just by nature of being a fairy type, I think it's B. Cast form. If we're counting Life Orb as part of this encounter, it's S tier. If we're not counting Life Orb, which I'm not going to do here, it's F. It's better than Diggersby. Fuck you, Diggersby. It's better than Rampardos. Fuck him too. It's only good on Magma Hideout Maxi. You kill the Tangrowth and you die. That's exactly what mine did. Only kill for the whole run. Golisopod. Yeah. You're probably better than Beedrill too. Golisopod, 5 kills for the whole run, but as you know, you use it for emergency exit. Completely changes the way the game's played. It pretty much, the tempo you get from this mon is so ridiculously insane. If you don't put this S tier, what are you doing? Or above S tier, sorry. This mon completely changes the game. As long as you can do math. There's not much else to say. It doesn't get kills. It doesn't need to get kills. It's the best support in the game. And really enables the mons in my box, such as B and Ape and Barraskewda. Just so good. Obvious S tier. Kecleon. I'll put you. I'm not gonna. Same thing with Casper. I'm not gonna count the shed shell that you come with, but even with that, I'm putting you A. The ability to spend one scale and steal the second choice item completely changes the rest of the game. I can't tell you how many times I use two choice items in a fight. Very, very good. Just the ability to heist the leftovers puts Kecleon up here. It doesn't do much. It had 2 kills the whole run, but it pulled off the craziest heist in the game. And I wouldn't have been able to without it. The run, I probably wouldn't have been able to win without Kecleon stealing the leftovers, so it goes A. I am making a distinction in my head between items that come with the mon, such as Shed Shell and Life Orb, and the ability of Kecleon to steal an item mid-fight. So keep that in mind. Noivern. Another fast mon that was minus speed. Super awesome. Except the only difference was Noivern was still outspeeding a lot of dragon types, which made it useful. So Noivern could come in, even if it was minus speed, it could outspeed a dragon type. Wait, was mine minus speed? No, I think mine was minus special attack. Let me check. Bear with me. I'm booting up the game. So I gotta run to the PC. Okay, mine was plus speed minus special attack. Sorry, that's what it was. It was minus special attack. I was very disappointed when I got it because since I already had Gallistpod, I pulled it on a Scorched Slab, and there's a lot of cool encounters on a Scorched Slab, and I got a minus special attack Noivern. But with things such as Specs, Life Orb, or even Dragon Fang, it could come in and kill another Dragon type with Draco, as long as I could get in on a non-Dragon type move, which was actually really, really good. That made this mon quite useful. 15 kills. There was probably mostly on other Dragon types. Draco Meteor is a stupid move. Noivern was way better than I expected it to be. We're going to put it here. Next we have Weavile. Straight here. I got it the route before Lily Cove, which I think is 121. And I had to sack it because Noivern, this fucking bum, got crit paralyzed, so. Unfortunately, I'm putting it here. I can't really speak on Weavile. I know it's really good. I just didn't get to use it because Corv fucked it. Caracosta, I got Caracosta pretty late. It's a lot better earlier in the game. We can do like protect bank strategies with it. Mine didn't even have protect since I got it too high level. It didn't feel very strong. I know it can be strong, but mine just wasn't. And so I got put it in. It was quite useful. I think it was more useful in Scolipede for the time that I had it, and I sacked it to Archie. Pretty good defensive profiling, very strong defensive typing, very good defensive stat. It can tank some hits. It did what I needed to. And yeah, Dragonite, the Adamant Dragonite. I really thought this mod was quite good. I was disappointed when I got it because I was under the impression that Dragonite wasn't good, and I thought it was so strong because it was max attack with good speed. I actually had insane IVs. I'm gonna check the IVs on this as well. Give me a second. Yeah, if a really strong used dual wing beat guy, even with its strongest dragon, like my Dragonite's attack stat was so good that on a neutral statted mon, Dragonclaw just did more than Draco. So I kept Dragonclaw on it. Let me read off these stats. Yeah, Adamant, Inner Focus, which is a great ability, by the way. 28 attack, 33 HP. Or sorry, 23 HP. 3 defense, 3 special attack. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't use Draco. 4 special defense, but 20 speed. And Dragonite's just innately pretty tanky. And so even though my defensive stats were ass, it still felt quite useful. Like, yeah, 95 and 100 with decent HP stats. It was tanky enough, and its attack stat was just so high that I thought it was quite useful. I used Dual Wing Beat, Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed's fucking crazy, by the way. On such a high attack stat mon. Same thing with Arcanine. Dual Wing Beat, Extreme Speed, Dragon Claw, and Break or an Elemental Punch is what I would rotate between. So I had a lot of move variety, and even with like 75 base power punches, it did enough damage with them. I was really happy with Dragonite throughout the run, and I think it is a solid A tier. Next we have Crobat. F tier mon. It did less than Diggersby. I had it before and it was really good. And a scaled U-turn on it and everything. Like my PB run that wiped to Archie, I was really, really happy with it. It was great in Hellroom. I was U-turning around with it, all that jazz. But this one picked up 0 kills throughout the whole run. Probably because, once again, I had a fast mon that had a minus speed nature. Relaxed Crobat did nothing. It was not fast enough for what I needed it to be, and never did enough damage to anything. And everything it could do enough damage to secure kills on, it was slower than. It just was not useful with my box. 0 kills, hardly any presence in fights. I sacked it to Victory Road Veto. F tier. Next is Mince. Mince this run died early. Space Tag was a really, really hard battle for my box. I risked a lot. and the next mon, Honchkrow, died to it as well. It was a necessary sacrifice. Mints before that was decent. It's a strong Aqua Hideout mon. It has great stats, great move pool. It's not quite A tier, but I think it's a good B tier mon. It would probably be higher if I actually got to use it more, but as it stands, it was probably around Noivern level, which sucks to say because I like Salamence a lot more. And in my previous run, it was really, really useful, but this time, yeah, lacking. Honchkrow, you're actually up here as well. Was Scyther better than Noivern? I'm going to say no. I actually think Scyther was better than... No. All these guys are really close. Honchkrow was the only Sucker Punch one I had for a long time. That's exactly what it did. It Sucker Punch things. And it's deceptively beefy with a great attack stat. It's because the HP so high. It's kind of fucked up, though, because this should have been a Dragapult or a Hydreigon, and I got Honchkrow instead. It only had 2 kills, but maybe I'm getting it confused with the previous Honchkrow I had. This one wasn't that good. Yeah, for this run, Honchkrow wasn't that strong. Same thing with Greninja. The one I had before, the winning one, was way better. I actually think I'm about to put this at C. Yeah, sorry, I got him confused. My Honchkrow this run got 2 kills. I think both of them were on Preston and Mara, which is a demon fight. But yeah, had to sack its space tag to get through the fight. It sucked. It sucked to lose it. Maybe you could have done more, but yeah. Shift tree. Oh, I'm gonna take a drink. Alright, Shift tree. Can't speak for this mon. I pulled it in the chlorophyll room in Magma Hideout, and I used it for one reason. It came to one fight, killed one legendary, and died. Not much else to say. I had to use 2 scales on it to make it not bait U-turn from Naganadel. So it has that going for it, and then it died. I didn't get much use out of this one. I don't have a good read on it. Starmie, yeah, you're pretty ass. I got it late, so maybe that has something to do with it. It just wasn't. It just didn't do anything when I had it. It picked up 1 kill on a double battle, an optional fight, mind you, and that's all it did. It keeps out F tier because there were places I could use it, but I just had better mods for the job. It wasn't absolutely useless like these chodes down here. It just didn't end up coming to any fights because I had better options, even if it could have worked if I was more desperate. Mamoswine, exact same scenario as Starmie. I got these 2 together, like one after another, and they kind of go hand in hand. They're better than Pyroar. Fuck that guy. I hate to put Flygon above him, but I have to. I think Floatzel is a little worse. Yeah, that's probably good. Yeah, I don't have much to say. Mamoswine's a little too slow. But it was my strongest physical ice type attacker, and had 2 kills. Not much to say about it. I was actually planning on sacking it, and the fight just went well enough where I didn't have to. This was for an optional at the very end of the game. So made it to the very end, it lived. And yeah. Alright, next. Urshifu Single Strike. Game Warping Mon. I was thinking about putting this S tier for a long time, but no. This mon's so good. Once you have it, so many lines devolve into how can I use these 2 guys to set up Shifu to sweep, to kill everything, to get the tempo, to set up a scenario where Urshifu can kill every remaining mon in a row. And by the way, this picked up 62 kills in Wand Split, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, Dare I say, I'm scrolling through right now. That's almost half the kills for the whole split. Actually, nah. Um, I take that back. These three, B, Ape, and Arcanine, also got like over 10 kills. But besides that, it was pretty much this Shifu show. Very good Mon. Obviously, its stats are great. It's just fast enough, and its attack stats ridiculous. Choice Scarf and Choice Band. This Mon loves both of those, and it does absolutely disgusting things with those items. Wicked Blow, CC, Sucker Punch, like pre-damaging for Shifu to bait something with a fast kill on it, just kill it with Sucker Punch felt so disgustingly dirty. This Mon is, yeah, warps the game. Not to the extent of B or Galissapod, but it absolutely, actually, no, yeah. But Urshifu does, it picked up over half the kills on the E4. And, yeah, ridiculous Mon. If you play Run and Bun, you know about Urshifu. I'm not going to say anymore. Dobeyes! My first ghost type and my longest ghost type for, my only ghost type for a long time. I was really desperate on rapid spin mons this game. Let me make sure I'm not misremembering. This was what my rapid spin. Well, my 2 rapid spin guys, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So my box really suffered from hazard removal. And Delmize being a ghost type did just enough. Or the combination being a ghost, my only ghost type, and one of my only 2 spinners made it do just enough for me to think it was useful. It probably goes right here. It hurts better than Honchkrow. Yeah, we'll go right there. Yeah, it's probably like right here. Sharpedo, F. This mon doesn't do anything. Every time I've had this mon, including this run, it didn't do anything. I brought it as a backup mon in case I needed a sec to a wand gym trainer, and I did that. Omastar. Mine was really good. It was modest. Swift Swim. I think this mon's quite good. I got late. It only had 5 kills, but it actually felt hella impactful. It has Protect, so I can either do like a like spec sweep kind of version of it, or I could do Protect baiting for double battles with it. It was quite versatile. Its typing's pretty good, like Caracosta. I actually think it goes here. I really thought Omastar was surprisingly strong, way better than I expected it to be. Durant, mine was Hustle, and it clicked Smart Strike a few times because I never wanted to take the chance to miss. It got 4 kills throughout the run, all with Smart Strike. I brought it to the Sun double battle in Iraq weather. It was really useful there, along with Kingdra. I got really late, so I didn't get to use it that much, but I was actually quite happy with it. I'll put Durant here. Pinsir, F. It did less than Diggersby. That's how you know it's bad. I got Pinsir. I was really, really excited when I pulled it because I'm like, oh my god, Mega Pinsir, so cool. I can't wait to use Mega Pinsir. Mine only had average IVs. I didn't have quick attack. It was too high level. I already used my Facade TM, and that nerfed the effectiveness of Mega Pinsir. I would have had to use a bunch of skills on it for it to be remotely useful. I had Beedrill, so it's bug typing. So why would I use any other bug type, especially a Mega one that's not Beedrill? It never got used. 0 kills. I don't even know if it came to a battle. Nothing. Prim. My Prim didn't do much this run. It's a fairy type. And I know it's one of the goats for the E4. I sacked mine to an optional. I didn't need it for my E4. It got outshone by a special someone. The previous Prim I had, I pulled it at Petalburg, and it was fucking awesome. This run I got a shitty slow Greninja. But even then, Prim was quite useful. I got late in Seafloor Caverns, and it still did a lot. I gotta do this. I'm sorry, Mens. Noivern just did more than you this run. Yeah, I'll put it here. In some runs, it can be S tier. It wasn't this run, but it did what it needed to do before it died. Clefable, absolutely useless. It's a fairy type, but besides being a fairy type, it does fucking nothing. At least my other fairy types, like these two, did shit besides being a fairy type. Fairy type was just a huge plus, which put it up to B. This mon is absolutely nothing. Why would I use it over any other fairy type? I know Bywin Mill brought to his E4, and it did crazy there, but in this run, no. Gengar. Got Gengar really late. Second ghost type. One of the only two ghost types I had. I actually picked up 4 kills for the short amount of time I had it. I actually thought it was decent. Yeah, I think this is a good spot for it. Sack to VR Veto. Quite fast, quite strong, but not the fastest or the strongest. Pretty average. Being ghost type's great though. Latios. You're probably the top of A. This one's insanely fucking strong. It's the highest firepower you get. Besides maybe Urshifu. 130 special attack, 110 speed. Mine was neutral nature, but even with neutral nature, Specs Draco just did illegal things. It shows kill on fucking everything. It came to my E4. It didn't do much in the E4, but it did what it needed to do. Picked up 18 kills on Victory Road Split. This mon's really strong. It didn't have the impact that S tier mods had throughout the run, but it was very, very good. And if I got it earlier, it would be S, but I didn't. Archeops, once again, a fast, frail mon that was minus speed nature. Really hurt it. Even then, it was okay. I'll put it here. Actually, Gengar's lower. Turtonator's better than both of these guys. Turtonator's better than you two. Yeah, okay. About right here. You can't get the gist. I gotta go through now and think of this. I think this is alright, or close enough. Like, don't make too much of it. Don't think the difference between, like, Dhelmise to Duran is that big. All these mons, like, going through the... If I go through all the VODs again, these might be interchangeable with each other, but they're all around this strength. Don't look too much into it. I feel like there's a gap between these three and all of these. And then after Bolton, there's a gap between these two. There's these two. Ludi! I'm putting Ludi here. It was the Evergrande City encounter. It was 2 I leveled out fake out. It was useful in a couple Victory Road battles. Like, really, really useful, actually. But I just didn't have it long enough to be useful. Slowbro! I brought Soba to the E4. It's great. I'll put it... Actually, Mega Slowbro only came to 2 battles, and they're both E4 battles. They put it at the end of the game for a reason. It's because it's fucking broken. But I didn't really have much chance to use it. I had Slowbro earlier in previous runs. I know it's good. I got mine really late. I'm not going to put it here because it'd feel wrong with it coming to the E4. But yeah. Slowbro, I had to guess, would be right here. And if you got Mega Slowbro earlier, it would probably be an S tier mon. But it's the same deal with Prim. It sits about right here. Enamorous. I'm really tempted to put Enamorous in S. Strongest fairy type in the game. Absolutely cracked open the E4. Yeah, just because of how well done optionals, I think it's an S tier mon. It's insanely strong. I actually don't know if to put it. I'll leave it here for now. Okay, Enamorous is really good. It absolutely just mine was insanely statted. It was timid with great IVs. I had to use a couple skills on it for the E4, but it was really good. Absolutely cracks open Drake doubles. It allows for a 3-mon Drake doubles line with Urshifu, which makes playing the rest of the E4 so much easier. It frags Sydney's Urshifu and Yveltal without any difficulty. Because mine was modest. Not timid, it was modest. And yeah, it's really fast. It's insanely strong. It frags big hitters on the E4. As I mentioned, trivializes Drake doubles. Yeah, this mod's definitely S. It was very good. Of course, these mods did more throughout the run. I got to see them showcase in a bunch of scenarios, so I can't put Enamorus above them in good faith, but Enamorus is really good. I think it's better than Latios. Lopunny, right here. I got it as 122 optional last encounter of the game. I never did the Mega Lopunny fight. I had no reason to. My E4 is already planned. I had all the options. I could plan all the optionals without needing a Mega Lopunny. I had it in the calc just in case. Never needed to use it. And yeah, I know it has potential if you get it early. Even though I had Ape this run, which kind of has overlapping roles, yeah. So I'm going to take a second to go through this and see if anything needs to be changed. And we'll see. All right. This is what I'm going to go with. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, leave a comment if you have any questions or opinions. Thank you.